The opinions expressed on this program is not necessarily those of the Emily Pearl Show, its sister stations, its affiliates, or its sponsors, but it is those of the individuals themselves. The opinions expressed on this program is not necessarily those of the Emily Pearl Show, its sister stations, its affiliates, or its sponsors, but it is those of the individuals themselves. The opinions expressed on this program is not necessarily those of the Emily Pearl Show, its sister stations, its affiliates, or its sponsors, but it is those of the individuals themselves. The opinions expressed on this program is not necessarily those of the Emily Pearl Show, its sister stations, its affiliates, or its sponsors, but it is those of the individuals themselves. The opinions expressed on this program is not necessarily those of the Emily Pearl Show, its sister stations, its affiliates, or its sponsors, but it is those of the individuals themselves. The opinions expressed on this program is not necessarily those of the Emily Pearl Show, its sister stations, its affiliates, or its sponsors, but it is those of the individuals themselves. The opinions expressed on this program is not necessarily those of the Emily Pearl Show, its sister stations, its affiliates, or its sponsors, but it is those of the individuals themselves. The opinions expressed on this program is not necessarily those of the Emily Pearl Show, its sister stations, its affiliates, or its sponsors, but it is those of the individuals themselves. The opinions expressed on this program is not necessarily those of the Emily Pearl Show, its sister stations, its affiliates, or its sponsors, but it is those of the individuals themselves.
I apologize for the delay. Yeah, changing, switching over studios. I was supposed to have gotten out of Pearl's Savigi earlier so that I could make sure that I got my other studio switched over. But thank you so much for being patient. Welcome to Pearl's Politics Night. I'm not going to hold you long. I only have, let's see, one, two, three things to talk about. First, as you know, the president is having his first campaign rally in Florida right now as we speak. hmm And they got a big turnout. They already had requests for over 100,000 for the audience. Yeah. And many thousands waiting. So he has big movie screens made for those that can't get in. They'll be able to see it outside. And I'm gonna go and catch the end of it right after the show. I couldn't get on Facebook tonight. I don't know. I guess it's the weather all over. A lot of storms, tornadoes, and things like that. Whenever that happens, we usually have problems getting in. But and because we have a storm right here, I'm in the Memphis studio tonight. Uh huh. But anywho, I want to talk about that. I told you about that, and I'll give y'all a report on that next week. So I know he's gonna show up and show out. So anyhow, let's talk about Iran. Iran has been cut up. They attacked some boats, tankers, or whatever you got. Yeah, and they're saying they didn't do it. U.S. is saying, and the United States is saying, yeah, y'all did. So Iran is cutting up. They have said that they're getting ready to go back to producing their uranium to full maximum capacity because they are no longer under the treaty with us because the president ended that, last year. And so Iran is a very poor country. I watched their presidential address a few months back, and the people were standing out in the rain, y'all. It was raining. Of course, the Ayatollah, whatever they are called, wasn't getting wet. These people was out in the soaking rain. You couldn't see them with black umbrellas. And I'm like, do they have any other color besides black umbrella? Because I mean, you can say it was just black umbrellas as far as you could see. And so anyway, he was talking crazy about the United States then, and talking about they're prepared to go to war. They are strong, and this, that, and the other, and they weren't going to have the United States butt into their affairs. Blah 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 blah. So I guess that they got fancy, decided they're going to agitate the United States and try to force us into war with them, which is stupid. Now the professionals are saying they don't think that Iran wants a war. Yeah, they do, because I heard that man talking and pumping it up. I'm telling you now, this was 7 months ago when he gave his country speech. I saw it, and that's all he was talking about. So the professionals don't know what they're talking about. You better listen to me. Iran wants a war with the United States. Now, the United States is trying to be the cool headed party, okay? And so, using sanctions and whatever else that we can use. I mean, we already done maxed out sanctions over there on them. That's what they mad about, you see. And so I just don't know. But I do know this. The president sent an additional 1,000 troops out this week around the Middle East. Now, they're saying that these are not combat troops. Now, they weren't sent there to fight, but they were sent there as support. Well, if they troops, they can fight if they have to. But that was a good move because Iran seems to be the bully in this situation. They're just bullying the United States because they're so mad and peed off and teed off about the sanctions. And so they're messing with the only two things that will affect the United States, which is the uh, an added production or the maximum production of the uranium and the pipeline, the oil pipeline. Yeah, they got the oil pipeline, so they are planning to disrupt that. Uh huh. That's their next step. So we have to see where it goes after that because if they disrupt the pipeline, then that cuts off the oil to the surrounding areas. You see. Now, it doesn't necessarily, particularly, it directly hurt the United States because we produce our oil ourselves now, but we still got money tied up over there. Billions of dollars are still tied up with that pipeline. So we do have an interest in it. Uh huh. I'm just giving it to you plain because they don't talk like this on the television. But that Iranian Atoll man is crazy. I think that he wants to see if the president, you, Donald, is as tough as you claim to be. So he's like, this, I can give you, make this a little bit plainer. It's like this game we used to play. Well, when you two friends or when we were little kids, where had fallen out or had a disagreement about something that was going to lead to a fight, we put a stick down on the ground and say, I dare you to cross that over that stick. So that's the kind of thing that Iran is doing right now to us, daring us to cross over that stick. But I'm gonna tell you something now. Even though the Pompey, what's that man? The man that takes care of the foreign affairs. I know his name starts with a P. It's Pompeo. I can't get it right now because I had so much technical trouble tonight with both my shows that my brain is fried. But anyway, Mike Pompeo, I think that's his name, and the president are not two people to play with. And don't forget about oh gosh, the older guy that's been handling all the foreign affairs for years and years and years. He loves to go to war. So Iran just don't know who they're messing with. Now, is it going to come to a war? It seems like it to me, in my estimation and my predictions. Now, I could be right and I could be wrong, but it seems like it based on this bullying that Iran is doing, and I just don't think that Trump is one to take bullying sitting down. Okay. It sounds like when somebody has something to tell you, they say you better sit down first. Donald is not the one that's going to sit down on bullying. Now, a lot of people have called Donald a bully. Donald, they've called you a bully. So, hypothetical, hypothetically, I would say, maybe that's what Iran is thinking. Maybe Iran is think that you're just bullying them. And that's what that man said that I told when he gave his speech. He said that the United States was overstepping their bounds. They will not tolerate it. Talking about you, Donald. The United States, which is us, right? Now, I did nothing to you, Iran, and a whole lot of other people haven't. But because this is all up about politics, y'all. Politics. This is a political disagreement, right? So therefore, if you can't come to a conclusion, and Iran keep on doing stuff like attacking the United States ships and tankers and stuff, they not doing anything but asking for a war. So I'm gonna keep close watch on that because I don't think Iran is gonna stop messing with us. Mm-mm. I just don't think they are. I don't think they're gonna back down. I think they're gonna make the wrong move, and then it's gonna be too late. They're gonna be too sorry. They'll be sorry that they did, and they can't won't be able to go back in hindsight 2020 and say, "Oh Lord, I shouldn't have done that." Yeah. So I'll keep a close watch on that and keep y'all posted. Okay. All right. When I come back, I'm talking about AOC. Yeah, the new Congress lady that's been um doing all of running, taking
I'm
over
talking
Nancy's
about
job.
AOC.
Yeah,
The new
I'm gonna
Congress
tell
lady
y'all
that's
about
been
latest move when I
uh,
come back. All right, stay
doing
tuned and please
all
share
of
the show.
running,
Let them know
taking
we
I'm
over
talking
Nancy's
about
job.
AOC.
Nancy
Yeah, the
Pelosi.
new
TEPS
I'm gonna tell
Productions,
y'all
the
about
future
that.
of advertising. You can share your
All right,
business
stay
doing
services
tuned.
all over the world.
running,
What do you
taking
offer?
I'm talking about
Connect with us and let
AOC.
us tell the world about you.
Yeah,
Your
the new
business TEPS
I'm gonna tell
Productions,
y'all
the
about
future
that.
of advertising. You can share your business services all over the world.
running,
What do you offer?
taking I'm talking about
Connect with us and let us tell the world about you.
yeah, the
Your
new
TEPS Productions, the future of advertising. You can share your business services all over the world.
running, taking I'm talking about
Connect with us and let
AOC.
us tell the world about you.
Yeah, the new
TEPS Productions, the future of advertising. You can share your business services all over the world.
running, taking I'm talking about AOC.
Let us tell the world about you.
Yeah, the new
TEPS Productions, the future of advertising. You can share your business services all over the world.
running, taking I'm talking about AOC.
Let us tell the world about you.
Yeah, the new
TEPS Productions, the future of advertising. You can share your business services all over the world.
running, taking I'm talking about AOC.
Let us tell the world about you.
Yeah, the new
TEPS Productions, the future of advertising. You can share your business services all over the world.
running, taking I'm talking about AOC.
Let us tell the world about you.
Yeah, the new
TEPS Productions, the future of advertising. If you can share your business services all over the world.
running, taking I'm talking about AOC. Yeah, the new
TEPS Productions, the future of advertising. If you can share your business services all over the world.
running, taking I'm talking about AOC. Yeah, the new
TEPS Productions, the future of advertising. If you can share your business services all over the world.
running, taking I'm talking about AOC. Yeah, the new
TEPS Productions, the future of advertising. Now you can
running, taking I'm talking about AOC. Yeah, the new
TEPS Productions, the future of advertising. Now you can
running, taking I'm talking about AOC. Yeah, the new running, taking I'm talking about
The Covered Restaurant in Memphis, Tennessee is world famous for some of the best food and southern hospitality you'll ever find, and is a celebrity favorite. Open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. The Covered Restaurant in Memphis, Tennessee is world famous for some of the best food and southern hospitality you'll ever find, and is a celebrity favorite. Open any size you love. The Covered Restaurant in Memphis, Tennessee is world famous for some of the best food and southern hospitality you'll ever find, and is a celebrity favorite. Restaurant.com. Size of love. Covered Restaurant. Memphis, Tennessee. 904-777-505. Hospitality. Covered Restaurant.com. Size of love. Covered Restaurant. Memphis, Tennessee. 904-777-505. Hospitality. Covered Restaurant.com. Size of
Okay, so I'm back. All right, I'm gonna start off with Mexico. Well, the president told Mexico that if they didn't stop the oh, check my mic. Okay, okay, now I hear her. Okay, let's see input level. I'm trying to. Okay, I got some studio issues still. Trying to check our mic here. And let me do the automatic adjust something. Just a speaker. Okay, I can hear that, but I can't hear in. So my microphone is not working properly. So what can I do? Um, Try that. Okay, I hope I'm not muted. Okay, all right. All right. I'm gonna. It say my audio may not be fully recorded. I know it's been studio problems all night, so hopefully y'all can hear me. Let me check my phone. See. So I'm gonna have an echo here for a minute. But anyway, AOC has been. Yeah, I can hear her. Okay, I'm gonna get my volume back down on my phone. AOC. Well, no, no, no. I was talking about Mexico. Mexico. Well, the president told them that if they didn't do something about their border, which is on their other end of Mexico, where the illegals from Guatemala and other countries were coming through Mexico to come to the United States illegally. He said it told them that if they didn't do something about that, he's going to start putting a tariff on their goods, that they export to us. Export means, send to us that people buy, the goods. And it was going to increase it by 5% every month until they did something. So that's a lot of money because they export anywhere. The number's $8 to $9 billion worth of goods. That's a lot of money. They didn't want that, so they immediately got troops together and put on that border, and now they are stopping the illegals from Guatemala from coming through their country, Mexico. The question, though, the $64,000 question is, are they going to continue to do that? We'll have to see because maybe they just saying, well, we're going to do it temporarily just so that we can hold off for a minute and maybe get some kind of negotiation or agreement. But at any rate, they took immediate action. Also, along with that, I heard today on the news that several, several thousand, hundreds of thousands are going, I think about 800,000 that are illegals that are here are going to be sent back to their countries. I'm going to check up more on that to see how that's working. I'll have that report next week. But meanwhile, speaking of Mexico, since Mexico has been hot in the news and the board and everything, Miss AOC, the young congressman that represents New York, Alexandra something, something. I can't ever get her name. I mean, I could, but I didn't write it down. But those of you that's in politics, I don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm going to describe her for those of you that don't know. She's a young representative with long, straight black hair. And I always got her eyes up looking like this when she talk, and then she go to the camera and then she cut off what she's saying. Anywho, she got everybody upset today. She went on something, I don't know whether it's YouTube, whatever, but there is a video of her saying that um, the United States was guilty of running concentration camps at the border. Mm, concentration camp. And so people got upset because she used that phrase because everyone knows that that phrase, concentration camp, applies to the Holocaust of over 6 million that were uh, persecuted and gassed and killed by Hitler. And so basically, everybody took it as like she was saying that we're some kind of dictatorship country just because there's so many illegals at the border in the the facilities that we detain them in. But what did she want us to do? Does she want just let them through? Apparently, that's what she's saying. But anyway, she came back and tried to smooth the stuff out because anybody and everybody that respect and know about the Holocaust or the Holocaust that happened was truly upset. Now, I studied Jewish Holocaust in college, and I have a deep respect, empathy, and sympathy for the um, children and that had parents and grandparents and great grandparents that was a part of the genocide that was done to the Jewish people. Uh, Representative Cheney told her she did a tweet said she needs to take her history lesson. True, I agree with Representative Cheney because look, the Jewish Holocaust is not something to make light of. And you should never refer to that unless you are solely talking about that incident. That should never be used for comparison to anything because nothing in the whole world hit the history of this world, recent world, modern world, has been as devastating as the Holocaust. See, I studied the Holocaust in the Jewish history, and this is awful. It is awful, and everything is true because you have a lot of people that don't believe that it happened. Oh yeah, it happened. All right, it did happen. So I'm upset with her too. Look, see, I just don't understand about these politicians, particularly this young woman, because she just got there. That she just got there in January of this year, and she and this other woman, um, I can't think of her name, but I think she is a what is she? I think she's Muslim, a Muslim Congress, a person. But these two have been cutting up. It's been all about them ever since the Democratic Party got there. But AOC has taken over. And I say she's taken over because Nancy, you won't put them in check. You won't put her and the other lady in check. If you are over the house, you the leader, then what's that say about you? If you cannot keep your people in check, then you are not a very good leader. Okay? And her colleagues, they act like they're scared of her. Why are y'all afraid? That's what I want to know, Democrats. Why are y'all afraid of this little bitty skinny woman? What kind of power does she have over y'all? Has she hypnotized you? Something is going on and something is wrong. It is something wrong with this picture because I don't know what her heritage and her culture is, but she's not Caucasian, not full Caucasian, I don't think. Uh, so is she Hispanic? Is she, I don't know, but she's something, but I know she is stirring up a pot of neck bones that's about to get burned. hmm Because she keeps trying to do her rhetoric about the United States. both of them. You know, why don't you single out the person that you're talking about if they're instead of saying the United States because it's not the United States, you know. So why don't you call the person out? Are you talking about the president? Who are you talking about? Are you talking about the secretary of the Department of Human Service? Who are you talking about? Because it's not the United States. It is not. And those are just facilities. They are holding facilities like any other country has. So I don't understand why she keeps trying to go against the United States. Everything she says and everything that other woman says is against the United States. Something is wrong with that picture. Something is wrong with those women. Somebody got to put a head check and a handle on them now. Because if you just let this go on, I'm tell you something that I learned. Now, y'all know I'm a senior citizen. I got a lot of wisdom. Hmm. See, there's a saying: the more that you give people, the more they want. And so the more Democrats, y'all been letting her get these two ladies get away with this stuff. That's why they keep doing it. And they're gonna do something worse than what they've already done. They're gonna say something worse. And this is hurting your party. You're only getting ready to try to have an election. And you think that people want to hear something like that? You think people are gonna vote for a Democrat if she is representing what y'all stand for? Because she is taking over. Nancy, where are you? Where are you? Have you exited the building? You're the leader. You're supposed to get a handle on that lady. Because AOC is running the Democrat Party. And that's what I had to say for tonight. Woo! All I can say is, Nancy, I'm glad I'm not in your shoes because they wouldn't want me in your shoes because, honey, I would have got a handle on that stuff and I would have nipped it in the bud before it got this far. Hmm. Exactly. All right. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. As you can see, everything that you see, everything around you has something to do with politics. So get involved. It's really interesting once you do stop and just take a peek into it. There's so much going on that involves you in one way or other. Because if we go to war with Iran, that's going to involve us. Okay? So get involved. Know what's going on because it's going to involve you. It's going to affect you one way or the other. And also, always remember that what you think up here, philosophy, is free. It's free thought, and it's not a policy. Thank you so much. That's my time. I'll see y'all next week, and I will do a follow up. Free. I promise. It's free thought. All of the, and it's not a policy. Things that I talked about. Thank you so much. That's my time. I'll see y'all next week, and I will do a follow up. Free. Bye. It's free thought. All of the.